Hey Taurus, it's your girl JV. Hi, Priestess. Back at it again with the Taurus, the general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2020. Now, I hit y'all with the I'm not sorry either. As well, because Mars and Aries is right behind you. It's almost like that moment in movies where a bomb goes off and like the assassin just like walks out all calmly and you feel the fire behind you and it's just like, you can feel the heat, but you chill. There's a little bit of that going on. Prepare. There is a higher propensity for anger come Leo season for especially Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising. Taurus Rising, honey. There's a lot of aggression. And honestly, what it feels like is a culmination. It's just like some of you may feel the need to express some anger, or anger may come out and it may be like, damn, I wasn't even mad at y'all about this. This is some shit I've been mad about for like years. And it's coming out now. That may be something for you guys to deal with. Your ruling planet, Venus, was retrograde, thank God. Now direct, chilling in Gemini. Venus goes into Cancer on August 7th when we're about halfway through Leo season. And there's a softness that comes. This ability to cater, to anticipate other people's needs. It stops feeling like a burden for a lot of you. It's like finding the balance between who to give to and how much, and not letting yourself feel taken advantage of, or giving to people who don't make you feel like they're taking advantage of you. Now, Venus makes a lot of aspects in the oncoming weeks. Quincunx Jupiter in a week. So yes, things are looking up. And then in that same week, Venus squares Neptune. So there is like your heart arm wrestling with illusion. And possibly a Pisces or Sagittarius. But there is clarity that's needed. And this arm wrestle I speak of is for your greatest and highest good, because you need and you're ready for the truth. And that was another thing I felt for Taurus, was just like ready. And just make sure that you're not making moves and pushing just to generate action, just to generate movement, just to be able to feel like you're progressing. Don't push. No headbutting. There is a need to observe. And I feel like what you need to really be observing in this time, especially with Venus and Gemini, is how you communicate. How you communicate when you're upset, when you're sad, when you're hurt, when you're happy. Are you hurtful when you're hurt? Knight of Wands. Really needing to watch your temper. Being hot-headed. Just kind of, this is like in and out, come and go kind of thing. You also may have a fire sign in your life that's extra feisty. That may also be diminishing themselves from you, or removing themselves from you, or distancing themselves from you in some weird way. The Devil. What unhealthy attachments are you bound to right now? Are some of you leaning towards drinking, doing more drugs, looking for an out, looking for an escape? There's a lot of red. Seeing red is just like, this Mars in Aries is not a fucking game. Be careful with driving. Drive slow. There are propensity for accidents. 6 of Cups. There are propensity for accidents and for unnecessary fights, unnecessary arguments. Also, be careful about being promiscuous, because some of you could fuck around and get some unwanted pregnancy. Some of you could fuck around with the wrong person and catch some kind of STD. It's just too hot for your pee to be burning, y'all. Sorry. So just keep it in your pants for a while until you feel some sort of like soulmate connection. Some of you, there may be a Scorpio from your childhood coming around that maybe wants to tempt you to like be promiscuous with them. It's a trap. Some of you, I feel like there are realizations about soul connections with a Capricorn or with an Aquarius that you need to open your mind and open your eyes to. Don't be stubborn about the possibility of love coming to you. Don't spit in the face of love. Don't spit in the face of camaraderie or people being receptive and open to you. Like, especially when you're mad. Let's say you get mad at somebody and you get real shitty, right? And they just keep being nice, or they just, start being really respectful, really articulate, really watching their words or whatever. Like, try to match that energy. Woo! When I said that y'all didn't like that, huh? Did that hit a nerve? This was a lot. But what I did see come out was the Page of Swords and the 6 of Wands. 2 6s. There may be, like I said, there may be a Scorpio trying to communicate with you, trying to slide in your DMs, trying to slide back into your life. But there also may be a conversation that comes in, or an opportunity to have a conversation, an opportunity to make a connection with a Capricorn or an Aquarius that leads to public success, that leads to recognition. And when you take the high road, you get rewarded. When you choose to not spew venom back, you get rewarded. When you choose to be receptive and open and communicative like a child, striving to talk, it's like, talk to people the way that you would talk to like your niece or nephew, or the way that you would talk to, just a random kid that you would meet on the street, like that. Oh, hi. That tone, that sweetness. Try to strive to allow that childlike sweetness, that innocence to marinate in your throat, to marinate. Speak your childlike truth. Don't restrain yourself. Don't restrain your words. Don't restrain your voice. Don't restrain your expression. And also don't restrain your desires. Some of you are not getting the sexual attention that you want, and you're thinking about going elsewhere. And ooh, I guess that's a no. Death reverse. Talk to your partner as opposed to stepping out or doing something that's unethical. That's really important. Though you may be in I'm not sorry, unapologetic mode, though you may feel the fire and it's growing and swelling within you, and it may just have you on just have you all the way turned up. There are traps that you just need. There are disasters that you have the ability to sidestep whenever you choose to lean into logic versus just following the flame and just letting, the anger and the stubbornness just rise up. So as opposed to just riding that train, lean towards logic. But not to the point where you're like, lean towards productive logic, not this looping, vacillating back and forth, like ruminating in your mind, like going on and on and on and overanalyzing everything, ripping everything apart, trying to read between every single line. It's just like, when I say lean into logic over emotion, over anger, I mean, yes, 10 of Cups. I mean, when I say lean into logic over anger, I'm saying assume the best. Stop assuming that everybody is, everything is hurtful. Like, give people the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of a doubt. And with this, and when you do that, when you take the high road, when you choose to act right and communicate like sweetly and shortly, if you need to be mean to somebody, just keep it short and sweet. Say what needs to be said at minimum. Have a kind tone. And that puts you on a highly successful trajectory. And that trajectory is really about facing an ending that you don't want to face. Something, and when you face it, you get fulfillment. It's like letting go of an old dream, letting go of expectation. There is also something with this Scorpio. Don't fuck with the Scorpio. It may look like it's going to be happiness and like it's going to be all these things that you need. It's going to be passion and yada yada, but it ain't that. So watch out for the Scorpio, please. But this 10 of Cups, though, it's like as soon as you accept the ending, a new chapter begins. One where you're happy, one where there's togetherness, one where there's understanding of all the fucking rain that's required to get this big ass fucking rainbow. A rainbow of this magnitude requires damn near a tsunami. And are you capable of withstanding a tsunami with the partner that you're with right now? Even if you aren't partnered, are you the kind of person who just puts up and cuts bait and run when it gets hard? Do you deserve that rainbow? Have you earned that rainbow? Do you know how to earn that rainbow? Do any of us? Try to figure out how to earn that rainbow, how to be able to withstand so much rain that you get this beautiful rainbow. And it starts with letting go. Not being afraid of endings. Not being afraid of the evolution, of the rebirth. Because the rebirth ends in happiness. The rebirth results in happiness. Results in togetherness. Awareness. But you gotta, I almost took that, but it didn't come out. The 5 of Cups reversed. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of regret, there's a lot of things that you wish you hadn't done, wish you hadn't said, wish you had done better, wish you had handled better. Some of you also are still grieving from like an actual death. Last card out, the World. There is fulfillment found in traveling. There's fulfillment found in going from the Devil to the World. It's like you used to, there's something about this Capricorn or this Aquarius. Like you saw the worst of them, but you've never seen them at their best. You've never experienced the good side. So like you built up this impression of how this person was. And it isn't until you release that impression, it isn't until bottom of the deck, Temperance. Moderation is needed. Pulling back is needed. Getting your shit together. Making sure that you're just not like impulse driven. That you're not driven by your impulses. And that you understand how to, give yourself balance. You understand how to give yourself discipline. Watch out for any kind of thinking that freedom equates to power. Like being able to just rip and run and do and fuck whoever you want doesn't denote power. So there is this illusion, and that's what I'm picking up with that Venus square Neptune. Is because there's illusion, there's a bubble that gets popped. And being able to see the better side of someone. Understanding that by Leo season, the end of a chapter, the World. It's the last card, it's the last of the major arcana. It's the end of the Fool's journey. And I do feel like there is this end of you being a specific kind of fool. Maybe you were a fool for love. Maybe you were a fool for the party, class clown, life of the party, just used to being seen. Just Venus attracts, so it's just like you're just used to everybody just all about you. And I think there is this moderation, this temperance, this understanding, this pulling back of like, whoa, what have I been valuing about myself? And how can I pour the energy that I want to give to so many other people? How can I pour that back into my cup so I can fill myself? As opposed to seeking that fulfillment externally. All right, let's get into it. All right, Taurus, with this combination being the first card's out, y'all are thinking about doing some boldly dumb shit. Check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. Please clarify the Devil. Now, with the Knight of Wands being the first card out, there's just like a proclivity for impulsiveness. You really need to check your temper. That's like first and foremost, check your temper in Leo season. Like if you have to write it down on your hand, like you've got to check it. Some of you just may be wanting to win at any fucking cost. Just wanting to win. You may want to win against this Devil. Against this Capricorn or Aquarius. Please clarify the Devil. But it's just like, watch yourself. You may be wanting to run due to insecurity. Feeling like hot-tempered, restless, foolhardy. Just like there's something about a fool. Like you don't want to be somebody's fool, so you just want to run, but it's just like you don't get that you're being just highly reactive, highly emotional. And that's not to belittle you or dismiss your feelings, but it's just like, slow down a second. Slow down. It's just like, right here, there just may be some kind of manipulation. You just may be, it may be easier for you to manipulate people more than usual at this time. And some of you may feel like you're being juggled, or you're having to juggle. Or some of you may be feeling like you have to just juggle a double life. Having to choose between power and passion. Don't get caught in this wanting to win. There's something about wanting to win. And it's a trap. It is a fucking trap. Wow. And you really need to slow the fuck down, babe. Slow down. Get studious, get methodical, get quiet. Because there's a lot of darkness in your heart, in your life, that you need to choose to master. It's like, you got to mount this horse because you got shit to do. And you got to mount this horse because there is love in your life that you want to be better for, that you want to communicate better for. But it's just like, slow down. This person isn't rushing. You don't need to rush. There also may be, it's just like, there's something in regards to this Capricorn. Or someone with heavy Gemini placements. Juggling time, juggling lovers. See how similar these two cards are? And it's just like, which side of this spectrum do you really want to be on? It's like the divine up above and us and humanity below. These people are bound, feeling restricted. And these are not. Open, naked in the world. How it should be, how it should feel. And you have a choice of how you want to deal with your darkness and how you want to progress in love. Please clarify the Six of Cups. Some of you, there may be just a Scorpio or a Capricorn coming from the past, messages, text messages, letters, emails coming in about them like wanting to come visit or something. Let it go. Thank you. Also, there is heavy Capricorn energy here. Some of you have soul ties, soul connections, past life connections with a Capricorn. And it's like you're really needing to understand that there is enough deep soulmate love out there for you to feel complete. There is enough for you to have your cake, for you to be satisfied. There is enough. So whatever it is that you're clinging to, you're really trying to like cling for stability. There's a deep need for stability. Some of you really like want to get married, really want to just party and travel and go to events and have fun. There may be weddings coming up. Some of you may find out that you're pregnant and you need to save up for, or you feel like you need to save up for a wedding. You need to decide whether you're going to let those social conditionings really affect you that deeply. Don't marry anybody you don't want to fucking be with. Especially if that's the situation, it's really time for you to go inward. But some of you may experience some nostalgia. You hear an old song, you hear, you smell something that just sends you back and kind of sends you on this spiral of wanting to go inward, wanting to be alone. Especially those of you with heavy Virgo placements. There may be a Virgo in your life that is getting married, also, that you may hear about. But either way, there are messages in regards to success coming. But there's shit to let go of, shit to release, to end. There is, please clarify the Death card reversed. There are deep inner purgings taking place this Leo season. And it's good. It's for your highest and greatest good. But this whole stagnation and resistance to change, nah, no more, no mas. Done with that this Leo season. Done. Please clarify Death card reverse for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo season 2020. Yeah, this whole feeling of abandonment, being scared of being left, running away, leaving before you're left. Issues with abandonment in the family, abandonment from the church, abandonment from a community, feeling excommunicated from something. There is a lot of pain to release. And there are endings that some of you are refusing to accept, but you're fucking yourself up because you don't understand that the ending spawns this deeply fulfilling new beginning. And it's just like, at this point, for some of you are in a really fucked up situation that should have ended a while ago, but it's just persisting in a wildly undesirable manner. And some of you really need to, Temperance accidentally right under there, or coincidentally under there. You need to pull back. Give yourself some moderation. Drink some goddamn water. Stop drinking so much. Stop. Do not run to escapism. Escapism is not the answer. Disconnection is not the answer. It's going inward. Going inward. Stopping the resistance. Like, some of you guys are just so worried, like deep fear, deep anxiety in regards to a transformation that you already know has to happen. Are there any other messages for the Death card reverse? And that tsunami I was talking about, this may be it. Yeah. The tsunami you don't want to see. That you could save yourself from with just a little bit of effort. Please clarify the Ten of Cups. Because old girl in here is not all that badly off. Nothing is impaling her. If she just like flexed a bit, moved her arms around, she could wiggle herself out of this situation, take the blindfold off and walk away from these swords. Walk away from these self-limiting beliefs. This deeply rooted unworthiness has to stop. Has to be done. Please clarify the Ten of Cups. And you get to the bottom of it when you get alone, when you get quiet, when you go inward. Also, if any of you are cheating on a Scorpio, like, you may die, Holmes. It may be the end of your life, fam. Let me be the one to tell you now. That Scorpio will fucking kill you. Will ruin your life. So some of you, yes, run the fuck away from any kind of temptation. If there is any kind of temptation or text messages that come in from the past, turn away from it so that you can successfully move forward. Receive the recognition from the universe that you deserve for denying and saying no, declining temptation. Gets you rewarded, and then you have to accept the transformation to get this happiness. Please clarify the Ten of Cups. I should be clarifying the world. Ooh! The Ten of Pentacles, yes. It's like there's money, there's love, there's happiness, there's stability, but you gotta fucking let go. It doesn't come the way that you want it to. Some of you want the fucking cart before the horse. And the person that you're with is like, nah, hun, nah. I'm not some like fairy tale Disney story. This person's like, yo, I'm a person. I will fucking run if you don't just chill. Take it step by step into this love. This shit's not going anywhere. Please clarify the world. But there's stuff coming to an end. Please clarify the world. What's ending for Taurus? What has come to an end? Or what needs to come to an end? You putting love before your passions. You blindly walking into love. You allowing yourself to be a victim whenever it comes to love. There is a need to be gentle with yourself and go from this 8 to this 9. Look how she takes this blind. Look how the blindfold comes off. From the 8 to the 9. Stepping out of the cycle. Taking the blindfold off. Choosing to willingly see all the fucked up shit that's going on. Willing to see your own behaviors. The holes you've dug for yourself. And choosing to pick a passion, pick a love, let it be that love for yourself, and let it be your walking stick. Let it be a stepping stone. Let self-love propel you into this place of togetherness. But it has to start with you. It has to start with denying temptation, understanding the past versus going back to it or being tempted by it. Taking the high road so that you can progress forward. And look at these two horses. White horse, white horse. It's like when you release, when you let go, when you stop with the fear of the unknown and stop with the fear of the change, it's like, this feels like chariot, motion, victory, success, triumph. And then bam, bam. The world is yours. And some of you will be traveling soon. And also watch out for, like, if you don't want to have a baby, wrap that shit up. Get soft. Get quiet. Get loving. With yourself. So that you can properly discern who to be loving to. Because, yes, right now that Neptunian square is going to be a doozy. There's stuff to turn your back on. Truths coming out. A new relationship to cultivate with yourself. So that you can get out of a place of defense. Slowing your progress. Slowing your procession to love. With that defensiveness. Hurting yourself with the defensiveness. Look at this. The defensiveness only hurts you. So get outside, get quiet. Get back to you. so that you can get this. Because you deserve it. I love you. Mwah.